Y'all, we are 10 days away. Um, yeah, we're 10 days away. We did our fitting today, which was really cool. There was a lot. I don't know. I'm learning so much. I'm learning more about myself and how I work. And I think that I have a hard time articulating what I want exactly. I feel like I am so used to consuming so much media and kind of navigating what I want through that. And I'm very observant, so I watch little cues here and there in social interactions that I find really funny or find witty or whatever it may be. And I am realizing that I have a very hard time articulating exactly what I want. I have a very easy time articulating what I don't want, but what I want, that's a little harder for me. So I think during this fitting, I'm very grateful for Jay, our stylist, who helped me kind of put my thoughts into the clothes and really, making it real. I love everything that we did. I love the outfits. I love the little accessories. I'm also realizing that I have a hard time expanding my feelings about or my thoughts about style. I think that I have my own style, but when it comes to having a character in your head and then like putting it in real form, it's a lot like harder for me. So this whole experience has just been a learning experience. And what I want to express is don't get discouraged when you are not the best at something. Don't get discouraged when you're having trouble communicating your wants and needs and creative visions and thoughts, because this is all part of the process, right? Like we have to start somewhere. And in my artist way, I'm on week 2, and I think what I've been really focusing on this time around doing it is understanding that I have to be uncomfortable in the beginning. And I think that in the past, I've really avoided that uncomfortability, or I've avoided putting my ego down and acknowledging that maybe this area is not my strong suit. But also being firm in the fact that I am who I am and I work how I work, I communicate how I communicate in this moment in time, and I can progress and get better, but it's not going to be something that's going to be all of a sudden, oh, okay, now I can communicate better, now I can say this or that. So if you're doing a project and this is your first one or your third one or maybe your 10th one, whatever it may be, and you're really maybe feeling discouraged at the beginning because there's so much opportunity to learn, just push through that feeling and know that like this is where the magic is. This is where the beauty is. This is where you're really going to understand yourself, learn yourself. And you'll find the right people who believe in you and believe in your vision and are willing to go along the way. Because there were just moments tonight at the fitting where I was like trying to communicate and I just wasn't, I'm just not communicating, I'm all over the place. You know what I mean? I'm very, like I said, clear-minded in what I don't want. Like I know the boundaries of where I'm willing or not willing to go, but it's just getting there. If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm super excited though. It's exciting that this is happening 10 days away is like crazy. Everyone looks amazing. I'm obsessed with the clothes. I am so grateful for Jay that we are collaborating on this and she's styling this. And I think that, you know, what's that saying? It takes a village. And it takes a village, boo. It really, really does. And it also takes you to drop your ego a little bit and let people in and let people show you maybe what you can't see in the moment, or show you how you can expand your idea of what you want. So yeah, but just stick with your vision, stick with really what you know, the route that you want to go. I just feel like I'm learning a lot. I feel like I'm learning a lot about myself. And I'm also trying to let myself be uncomfortable, like I said, because there are just a lot of moments where I'm feeling maybe a little insecure and I'm like, you know, I want to be, you know, already organized and whatever. And it's like, but girl, this is the first time you're doing this. This is a learning process. Calm down. You don't have to fake everything to make it. You can just do it. You're not going to be able to get better unless you do it. You're not going to be able to get better unless you get uncomfortable first. And same with cooking. For example, I hate cooking. Anyone who knows me on a personal level knows that I hate cooking. I avoid it at all costs. But in the past year, I've been cooking a lot. And recently I've been cooking more. And thankfully, I have my dear friend, Quinciano, who I will make things. He's the sous chef at the restaurant I work at. And I'll make things and bring it in. And he'll, you know, try it and whatever. And I decided to make a pot roast at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night. It takes hours to make a pot roast, guys. Hours. So I was up until 3 a.m. But honestly, it was a really like relaxing experience for me. Like I took my time. I made a red wine reduction, you know. I was doing this, I was doing that. And it turned out okay. It could be a lot better. But I took my time. I invested money, resources, time, right? And I decided to put my all into this, whether it turned out great or not. It turned out okay. It is mid. It could be a lot better. But I still put myself out there and knew I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying. I'm learning. And even though I was a little nervous for him to try it, that's the point of doing something new, right? You have to be uncomfortable. You also have to invite people in and have people give you feedback. And it doesn't need to be something where everything needs feedback, right? I disagree with that. I think there's a balance. I think that you have to, creatively speaking, really know your vision, know what you want, and you don't need anyone's advice. Like, you already know, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the little things that bring it all together, like the clothes or maybe the lighting or maybe the music, you know, it could be something where you just spin it off a friend or you're like, hey, what do you think of this? Even without asking, I think that it's good to be uncomfortable, whether it be with somebody else who may or may not be critiquing you or giving you constructive feedback. But on that subject, don't take feedback from people who aren't already where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? In that area of life. Like, I'm not going to ask a random friend who I know doesn't cook to try my cooking and then give me feedback. No, I'm going to ask the sous chef of our restaurant to give me feedback. Okay? Same with the styling. I'm going to ask this stylist, this owner of a thrift shop, the head honcho of High Fever, okay, to help me style, to get feedback. I'm not going to ask my bestie, hey, what do you think of this? Sure, my bestie has good style, but it's not the same. So I think that's where we go wrong, is we allow people in our circle to fog our creativity, and they don't mean to. It could just be, it could be positive, it could be negative, it could be whatever it is. But we need to put ourselves out there and be uncomfortable and talk to people who are already where we want to be, or are already in areas of that realm or career that you can kind of humbly be like, hey, help me, you know? And that was kind of tonight, like during this session, like I said, there were some moments where I kind of wanted to take control. And I'm like, okay, you have your vision, but be open to what she's presenting you with, because it may be something that you're not thinking of, and then it hits and you're like, whoa. And that's kind of what happened tonight, is there were a lot of things that I really didn't expect. And then they came on and I was like, ooh, yes. And then, you know, there was one shirt that I was like, no, I really want this. And once it got on and once she was able to style it, it really came together. So, yeah. 10 days away. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for y'all to be a part of this. And I'm just so grateful for everybody. I'm grateful for this experience. I'm grateful for learning and the journey. And it's uncomfortable and it's scary. But it's so worth it. All right. I'm going to go watch reality TV.